Good stuff. What you doing, Jack? Careful, Justin. Don't mess with it. It's the engine stand. You're assembling. Yep. Put it together wrong, but we're assembling the engine stand so that we can pop Granddad's motor onto the stand and get started on working on it. Probably do some cleanup first and then get rolling with rotating short block assembly. So getting started on that should be a good time. Right, Jack? Good stuff. All right, Jack, keep going. Doing great, buddy. And the block is up off the ground, and we're going to have it on the engine stand in no time. So we'll pull this. Don't ever get under it. It's hydraulic. Don't ever get under it. It's never worth taking that risk. So we're just going to back it up over here. Now, Jack, pull the engine stand up underneath the engine hoist. Come on, bring it in here, bud. You got this. Okay, so what do you think you need to do to get that to fit? Up. So, go, crank it up. Hey, Google, be quiet. Well, let's take a look. Let's take a test try. See if that's high enough to get a bolt started. No, you need to keep going.
It is.
Keep going. Look, I'm trying to not lift. I don't want to have to hurt my back for this, so keep going. Right about there is good. It's better to lift the engine stand than the engine, Jack. The engine stand is a lot lighter. Okay? Now, Julie, why don't you hold this? There you go. Okay? Okay, Jack, bring me a nut and a washer.
Daddy?
Mm-hmm.
Is that
Hold on, Jack. We gotta get these bolts out first. Go get me a 7/16 wrench and a 1/2 inch wrench, please.
332, 31.
Perfect. Julie, don't do that. Don't bump things on the microphone. It makes a big noise, okay?
What will it make?
A big noise. Go get 2 adjustable wrenches.
54, 55, 56,
Okay, give me the
57,
ratchet.
58, 59, 100, 0.
You
Now
just have to be fairly
start.
tight, Jack, in order to be able to work on it safely.
You hold it.
Cinch all up. Did a good job. And then we're just going to check all of these bolts just to make sure that they're not loose either, because the whole thing works as a system. That one was a little bit loose, and I knew that. Oops. Let's go ahead and check this one. That one's fine. That one's good. And lower the engine hoist slowly. Don't get under it. Go around. Very good. And we always lower hydraulic slowly, just in case there's something wrong. That way everything doesn't come crashing down and destroy stuff or hurt somebody. Slowly. There we go. Now the whole weight of that is on the engine stand like it should be. We're all set. Yeah, that's enough. Tighten it, tighten it. Don't let it collapse down. There you go. Now we can unhook that. We can pull this in, get the strap out of the engine. That's good. And then what we can do, Jack, pull the little clip pin out of there. Good. Pull the main pin out, slide it all the way in, and put the pin back in so we can put it all away. That makes it more compact, okay? Very good, Jack. No. Don't put them in that way. Put them from the outside in. Yeah, just like that.
But this one isn't.
That's fine. That's so it's not in the way and not tripping you. There you go. Now that's it. You're done. You can go with your mom now, all right? That task is complete. Thank you, Jack. All right, so we're gonna do a little bit of a shift here. We've gotten the entirety of the engine all cleaned up, and we're gonna use the needle scaler on the inside of the block. Don't touch. This one's dangerous. We're gonna use the needle scaler on the inside of the block in order to clean up a lot of the calcification that's gone on. Justin, could you put on your safety glasses and your earmuffs? This part is loud, okay? And so the way this works is it's basically like a thousand, well, how many are there? I don't know, like 15 tiny hammers in there. Works pretty well. It's like a little air hammer, and it just knocks all the rust off. So there's calcification and some corrosion in there. We're just gonna go ahead and knock it all out. We're gonna go over it with the angle grinder. Jack, would you grab me the angle grinder off the bench? And we're going to hit all the surfaces and try and get most of the failed paint off down to bare cast iron. And that's just going to make it easier to do our assembly and our cleaning. And when we're all finished with all of the angle grinding, what we're probably going to end up doing is we'll go through it one more time with a pressure washer with a second degrease cycle to make sure it's all spick and span. And that'll give us a good base to work from. We're here and we got a bunch of parts we got to degrease, and the way that we're going to do it is we're actually going to use gunk engine degreaser as a starting point, and then we're going to pressure wash everything before we go ahead and get all the paint off. So for this, the inside of the pan is also pretty greasy, so we're going to start by just spraying the entirety of the surface just like that. Okay, and then we're going to let that soak, and we're going to do the entirety of the outside surface. Go. It's not time to drink.
Like this?
Yeah, just spray the entire surface. Make sure you get it all wet. And what that'll do is it'll start to break down all of the oil and grease on there. And then, yeah, that's good. That's enough. Do the next part. Yep. Just get the surfaces wet, and you can flip them over to make sure everything's wet. It's just going to help off with breaking down and the grease and the grime. You're going to make it that much easier to degrease. Now I brought a second one because that one was almost empty. So again, flip the part over, degrease the inside, and then flip it up and degrease the outside, okay? Yeah, just like that is fine. Just coat the inside. Yeah, that's good. Good deal, Jack. Yeah. Flip it over the other way. Yeah, make sure you get the other inside end too. All we're doing is just getting the surfaces wet so that the grease can start to come apart. Yeah, both sides of that too. You can see the areas where the old engine was leaking, right? They're all covered in grease.
I don't think it's just greased.
Grease, grime, dirt, everything. Okay? Go wash your hands.
Yeah.
Not sure how you got it all on you, but you did. Good. Now we're just going to let that sit there and soak in the degreaser while we go ahead and strip the head. So we'll move over the camera to the next area and go from there.
Start drinking.
We'll do this a little bit. That's a little bit narrow, so we can actually open that up a little bit. There we go. That should be better. Oh yeah, maybe a little bit more. It's probably working on a motorcycle last or something. There we go, that's better. Now you just push it all the way up, just like that. And you gotta make sure the handle, see this handle?
Mm-hmm.
It's all the way back. Tighten it.
It is tightened.
Okay. You should be fine now. All right, go. Both hands. That's probably enough. Feel back there and try and get the keepers off. Can you get, okay? So now you release it. Squeeze and pull up on that little bar.
I'm scared.
So what I usually do is I use my little finger there and I squeeze like this and pull it up at the same time, and then I can release it all in one motion. Okay, and then you can undo this bar, pull the rod back, and then get it off, and then pull everything off separately. Now I'm going to tell you that what we need to do, we need to keep everything in line where it came off. Pull it all the way back. Okay, there you go. Step aside for a second. These parts need to stay together as they came out. Okay, so you make a little row, and what we're going to do so it doesn't get disturbed is we're going to put them over here. All right, one. This one came out second, so that's going to be 2. This one came out third, that's going to be 3, and then we won't be able to accidentally knock it off. Okay, and you can also pull these bottom pieces out. Pull those out and put them where they go. Yeah, just like that. Very good. It's all pretty crusty, but it's coming along. Okay, so just keep going, just like that. All right, so the next thing we're going to do, Jack, is we're going to get the valves out. And I noticed that a lot of the valve stems are rusty, and that's going to make them quite hard to get out. Some of them. Some of them are okay, some of them are stiff as a board. So we're going to use this little wire wheel. See how I did that? I just went all the way around and took all the crap off. Okay?
My turn.
Go ahead and do that on all the remaining valves. Okay, spray each one down with a little bit of WD-40. Yeah. Okay, now you can... Carefully use the hammer. It should be okay now. There you go. What happened? Didn't come all the way. There we go. Jack, you got to push it all the way down. Jack, Jack, Jack. Go back to that one. Yeah, all the way.
Ow.
Yeah, well, don't do that. Keep going. That one's a little bit tight at the bottom. Do the next ones. All right. Hold on, hold on, hold on. So what we'll do, we'll do that. Hammer them back. Hold on. There, now hammer them back. Gently! Don't bend the valves. There you go. Okay, that's enough. Other one. No, that's enough. Tap them back out. Much easier, right? Yeah, there we go. Get that one out. There. Now that's out of there too. Excellent. Good job. Now we're going to pound out the valve guides while we're here, because we do have new ones.
What are valve guides?
That's the part that the valve slides in.
Those?
Hold on.
Oh yeah, I love this tool.
Yeah, just give me a second. I think this is the one we want. not. That's the one we want. Okay. So we'll get the valve guides out.
Hammer.
No, go get the 2-pound hammer, the short handled one. Hold on. Shouldn't take much. Okay. You got it?
Yep.
Okay, you think you can do that?
Kind of.
Strike square. We don't want to bend it. Keep going.
Striking square.
Now, can you tell that it's moving more each time you strike it?
Yeah.
That's because there's...
Oh,
now, you see, you went too hard at the end. Way too hard at the end. Don't do that. Okay? Keep your calm. All right? Go. Strike nice and square. We don't want to bend the rod.
I am striking nice and square.
For work like this, a bigger hammer is what you need. Okay? Bigger hammer has more mass, more energy. You can tell when you're striking it that it's moving more, and you should strike lighter at the end. Strike lighter at the end.
Yes, sir.
So you don't punch the guide into my fingers, okay? Hold on, I'm gonna rotate it around.
Make it easier.
Yeah. See, those ones are all nice and flat now, so it's a lot easier, all right? That's a weird angle. What do you need to do when that happens? All right? Okay?
Oh.
Not that. Well, not sure how much footage we lost, probably quite a bit. But at this point, the head is stripped. All the valves and all the valve guides are out. And we're going to take it over to the truck and clean it.
If you're wondering what tools we used a
Valve guide driver.
and a 2-pound East Wing hammer.
Yeah, worked really well. Okay, so we've got all the parts preliminarily degreased with the degreasing cleaner, the engine degreasing cleaner. It's done a pretty good job breaking everything up. And what we're going to do is, Jack, you can hop up in the back of the truck. Okay, and you can move all of the light parts up further, about halfway up the truck bed. Okay,
Well,
pick them up and move them further up the truck bed because you're going to spray them all. Yeah, just like that, all the way up. And what we want to make sure is that parts don't accidentally fall. Don't worry, it's just a carpenter bee. It's not going to hurt you. Keep moving the parts. We want to make sure the parts aren't just going to get blown right off the back of the truck while you pressure wash them. Okay? That's the goal. So pick everything up. Yeah, there you go. All of it. This is going to do a good job of getting the vast majority of that stuff off the parts.
done.
Okay, very good.
Wait, this can be moved.
Yep, that can be moved too. You can flip the head up the other way. We'll start from the bottom. There you go. Perfect. Okay. And let me go turn it all back on for you, and then we'll get you set up.